Outbreak of the avian flu is now in Guilford County. The virus forced the Greensboro Science Center to stop tours and moved most of its birds inside. WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller spoke with an animal health expert about the spread.
You'll no longer get to see the flamingos and beautiful peacocks at the Greensboro Science Center, at least temporarily while there's an active outbreak of avian flu in Guilford County.
We identified the birds on grounds that are most at risk for avian influenza. So our chickens on grounds are peacocks.
The CDC reported an outbreak of the virus about 2 weeks ago, so the Science Center is bringing its birds indoors. The virus is spread through wild birds like geese and ducks. A flock of about 80 non-poultry birds in the county contracted the disease. That means birds that are not domestic. Dr. Taylor Gregory with the Science Center says the virus can be deadly for their birds, so they're also stopping certain tours.
We have our indoor penguins, which they're indoor, they're protected from natural birds, but we're stopping visitors going back for those behind the scenes tours so that way people aren't then bringing this disease into these areas.
Experts say it's very rare for birds to pass the disease to humans. According to the CDC, just 2 people in the U.S. have tested positive for it. Those cases were not in North Carolina and were instances where people were working closely with sick cattle and chickens. The FDA says the chances of infected poultry or eggs entering the food chain is extremely low because of safeguards in place.
But at the same time, that's because people do take precautions. So if you're out and about and you see a sick bird or a bird that looks sick or injured or a bird that looks like it might be dead, that's not the bird that you want to go up to. The best thing to do would to be call a wildlife official.
Gregory says humans have the ability to spread the flu to other birds in ways we may not know.
This disease for birds is spread usually fecal oral or poop to the mouth. And so if a person steps in bird poop off grounds, brings that on grounds, and then that's transferred into a bird exhibit, it is a potential.
Gregory says they'll do the best they can to protect the exotic beauties they house and ask visitors to be understanding. The Science Center says as birds migrate, the bird flu will continue to come in and out of North Carolina. And as for the birds at the Science Center, they'll keep them indoors for at least the next 28 days.